With that, right, Dammy?
That's a fact.
And you've written a lot of books. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna make sure we get into it though. We got a lot, definitely got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So, let's start from the beginning. Like books, where did all this come from?
Okay, well, let me take you back. Alright, so I'm 32 years old, right? So when I was 11 years old, I started writing poetry. So I started writing poetry on and off as a kid, but I never really saw my vision. So 2015, I got locked up, like the third time. So I ended up going to feds for 8 years. So
wait, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Before we get into all of that, you mind elaborating exactly where you're from?
Oh yeah, facts. Alright, so I'm from Yonkers, but I was raised down south. I'm from a place called Birmingham, Alabama. But I was born in Yonkers though, Riverdale, to be exact.
So you moved when you was an infant, like when you started?
No, I was like 6 years old.
6?
Yeah, I moved with my parents. We moved down south to Alabama, which is different from New York. I ain't gonna lie, like that shit is crazy.
So you kind of remember the move?
Yeah, like, what do I? Shit.
Nah, because the last dude that I asked, like, he was around like the same age, right? Like he was around like 6, and he was like, it was just on some like push. Like he was a kid, he wasn't thinking at that time. But you,
that's how it was. But like listen, like when you go to a place that's like different from what you used to as a kid, and like you see like the change and the cultural difference, like the racism, like the wildness, like man, listen. Shit, you thought to miss home real quick. so just being raised down there, man, like that shit it was different. So I'm down there, everybody call me New York. So that's my name down there. Ain't nobody know my name. Everybody call me New York down there. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm holding it down. I'm holding the state down, I'm fighting with these country ass niggas. That's like twice my size, cornbread eating motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, I was holding it down for the state, So I got some trouble and shit, came back to New York and shit, came back to West, came back to Yonkers and, started getting more trouble to be honest. So
when did you come back to West?
I was like 15 when I came back up here. No?
Oh, okay, so you said you was 6,
yeah.
So you was 11 writing poetry when you was down south.
Yep.
Did most of your poetry come from like inspirational for you living up the south? Or
Nah, I'll be honest, like down there, like I ended up going to group homes and post homes and shit, so I felt like that was like my getaway. Yeah. Like writing.
But what kind of poetry were you writing?
I was writing deep shit.
Really?
Like some
was
dog
it
shit.
Was it like roses are red?
No. This was like some DMX shit that that like
you still have that?
No, I don't because I thought nobody give a fuck. So I'm like, fuck it, like, but now like reflecting on it, I still write shit from how I felt that I remember, and I still was able to express it now. But yeah, back then like that's where it all started from as a kid, So just growing up, I always kept that that creativeness inside of me. So when I came back up here, just back and forth to jail, all that poetry shit went out the window. How the streets do, like you forget like your main surface.
Right.
So you wasn't more inspired to write poetry when you was jammed up like that?
No, it's just like that right there was like that was my calling. Like when I was jammed up as a kid, like that was my like damn.
Now I'm talking about really you being jammed up. I'm talking about going up north, like. My first time. No, I wasn't worried about no books. No, writing none of that. No, listen. Up top. Listen, when I was at Attica, Arbor, Sing Sing, Clinton, man, listen. A fact. Listen, if you got time for writing, you like that. And I wouldn't have stayed for being a police. So, I went straight behind the wall. And this was 2012. Yeah, so I was behind the wall. I was on for a while. I ain't even kid. And only had 3 years.
So when did you start taking it serious? Were you?
Okay, no, so when I started taking it serious, when I came home, and then I caught my Fed case, 2 attempted murders in Peaceville. Caught that, armed robbery, and beat in the state, the feds picked it up. Now, I'm in NDC, Brooklyn. Facing this time, stressed out. You know how it be, like, going through the pre-trial and I know what's going on, just, like, wild and crazy, like. I went to the box one day. I got a celly, he from Brooklyn. So we reading some hood novels in there, so, we just sitting there chilling, chopping it up, so. Give me some garbage ass hood books. So we like, man, this shit trash. Word, cause I ain't gonna lie, your hood books in jail, like yo, that shit make you not want to even read another hood book again if it's trash. Cause yo, as soon as you open up a chapter, a nigga got 1,000 keys already. How the fuck did you get 1,000 keys? No, like who the fuck dropped up? Yeah, no. First page, the nigga got 1,000 keys. The nigga like, what the fuck? So me and him talking like, yo, damn, like you can't do no better than this. I'm like, shit, nigga, I might not, but like, let me try. Right. So boom, I started writing.
Now, was it poetry or storytelling?
No, it's storytelling, you know?
Okay.
Like it's hood books. So I started writing every chapter. First chapter I give him, he like, oh shit, this shit alright, bro. Like, damn, do another one. I started writing chapter after chapter. We're like, yo, oh shit, yo, keep going. So I'm like, alright. Yo, I ended up writing like 20 chapters. Yo, this nigga like, yo, you like that, you can really write. Yo, why don't you write books? I'm like, fuck it. So now, like, I get out the box. I'm happy as hell because we just stomped some niggas out, something crazy, shut the jail down. So now I'm back upstairs writing books. I'm like, oh shit, hold on. This might be my calling right here. Yeah. So I'm sitting there writing, still going through the pre-trial phase, you know, still going through my shit, whatever. But it's crazy because that writing, that shit was taking me out of jail. Yeah. It was taking me out of that element. You know, like I feel like I was tuning in, locking in my inner self. A part that I ain't never know I even had for real, except when I was a kid. So now I fuck that shit coming back, you feel me? So now I just started writing, so now I'm getting transferred to places and shit. So now, you know, getting transferred to other jails and shit, back behind the wall and feds. So now, like, it's really time for writing because there's so much shit going on. Like, you gotta worry about keeping a knife on you. You gotta worry about a nigga getting killed right next to you. Cause listen, you around people that ain't never coming home, so what they got to lose?
Nothing.
So it's like, so now you in the jungle, so now you gotta be a lion.
Right.
When, as in Rome, do what the Romans do. So now you gotta tune in with yourself and your environment just so you can make it home good, you feel me? So boom, so now, you know, like boom, only time I write is when I'm going to the shoot. I ain't gonna hold you. But now, after I wrote my first book, and like I bring it out to the yard and shit, like I had a dude in my unit type it up. So now like dudes that got like companies, cause listen, it's some, I ain't gonna hold you, it's some millionaires in the feds. Like it's some dudes that got a lot of money in there that doing a lot of shit out here that you wouldn't believe, from real estate, from book companies, from truck companies, from everything, you know? So, you know, so I'm getting my shit to dudes that I know is, you know what I mean, up, that got their own companies with books and shit. So they like, oh shit, y'all want to sign you, what do you do? So now I'm like, oh shit, you know, I'm jumping the gun. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it, come on, let's do it, you feel me? So boom, you know, my first couple books, I'm like, oh shit, damn, these niggas really like, now I'm getting shipped to jails and now I ain't never hear from these niggas again. So now I just got. Word, so I never heard from that book or heard from that book again.
Oh wow.
Word, yeah, word.
Like that book is gone? Like,
yeah, like
to
yo,
this
like,
day.
Word, like that book is gone. I'm like, damn, I just met this nigga, he a millionaire, he about his money, I can trust him. Fuck it, let me give him the book. Yo, how much? I'm gonna go $2,000 at you right now. And boom, as soon as the book get out, I do this, and what's up, the contract? All right, fuck it. You know, when you're in jail, you fucked up. Yeah. Listen, when you hear that after a couple bands, you like, fuck it, I'm on it. Yeah. Like, what's up? You know, so now, like, I'm learning. So now, I contact this company one day, because meanwhile, I already got like 6 books already written. But my first book, that's Life of a Savage. So I'm like, damn. So it's a company called Lockdown Publications, right? With some dude named Cash, he wrote some book called True to the Game. Wow. And Trust No Bitch, right? And until my casket dropped with movie just premiering in Lamb, like, yeah, he got gravy on there and all that. Yeah, that shit lit right now. So I wrote him like, yo, I'm an author, here with my book, send him like a couple chapters, right? Cause I learned my lesson, like never give nobody your whole book. So yeah, and I'll send him like, you know, 3 chapters. So he hit back one day, like, I sent him 4 books. Like 3 chapters of 4 books. Gangsta Quran, Life of the Savage, Murder Season, and Gangland Cartel. So boom, he hit me back like, listen, like, I like Life of the Savage. Like, holler back at me, I'm seeing the contract, but the other books I'm not interested in, but I'm interested in Life of the Savage, but you gotta do 9 books of it. So I said, alright, cool, fuck, I can do it. So boom, bought the contract. Now look, I'm so finesse gang, I'm a New York nigga. So them books that he said he ain't like, I rewrote the first couple of chapters, right? Sent it back, and them niggas loved it. And them books is doing fire right now. They still lit. You know, so like after that, like it was up. You know, like I got over 37 books out right now, all over, and I wrote over 40 books for other people that is lit off my books right now.
So let me ask you a question. You said all those different titles. Now, are they different characters in the book, or is this one person?
No, hell no.
Different journeys?
No, like.
Are they totally different? Each one is totally different from the next one.
Yeah, facts.
People,
No. Every series, like every book I make, I do 1 to 3, 4 or 5 series.
Okay.
But like every series is different. Life with Savage is different. Murder Season is different. Murder Season is like a turn off or like a little twist off of like the power. I got Gangland Cartel, some Harlem shit, which is lit. Fucking Killers on Elm Street, Welcome to Yonkers, Elm Street shit. Let me see, fucking Jack Boys in the Bronx, 1, 2, and 3. A Dope Boy's Dream, 1, 2, and 3. Now, a Jack Boys in the Bronx and a Dope Boy's Dream. A Dope Boys in the Dream is some shit based in VA. Jack Boys in the Bronx in the Bronx. I collaged them books together, and I made Jack Boys versus Dope Boys.
I like
That's
that.
nasty.
So that's really like a 15-book sequel right there that I did. Yeah, and then I put Killers on Elm Street in there too. Yeah, the main character from there. So that shit is crazy right now. And then I got Coke Boys, Coke Girls. I got
Does all this stuff come from like your imagination or
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Nah,
I can
like-
tell you know how to stretch your creativity.
Man, and this is like you got to, because at the same time, like I tell my life story, I tell other people's life stories, and then I throw some extra shit in there. But like no bullshit. Alright, so for example, Kills on Elm Street, right? So somebody said on, cause I have like a lot of reviews on Amazon, like yo, they fuck with me heavy. So one lady said something one day. She said, yo, like the book was so fire. Like I went crazy for it. I can't wait for the next part, but damn, like this dude threw a baby in the oven. So, you know, my mom think like, damn, like